Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. And today I'm here to talk about the Lovers cards. So, I am doing a VR right now to Musings by Matcha. We have been doing these VRs all year. She started this tag called Top Tarot Trumps, where we go into our collection and we talk about the trumps that we love and why we love them. And so, we are doing one trump every 2 weeks or so, and we're up to the Lovers. I haven't been doing them all, but if you want to see any of the ones that I've already done, they'll be in my tarot VR playlist. So let's talk about the lovers. I love the lovers card. It is the Gemini card. I am a Gemini. I like a good lovers card. I can't help myself. And the lovers card is one of those cards that if I see a lovers card that I like, it will stay with me and make me want to buy a deck. There are not many cards that are like that. I very rarely will buy a deck over one card, but with the lovers card, that's one of those cards that it's like if I really love a lovers card, I may pick that deck up just because I love that card, as long as I don't hate all of the other cards. And also, I just like a good lovers, and I feel like there's no other card in the deck that really gives us this sort of powerful choice, this um real what you want your love to feel like, right? What you want love to be like, where someone actually chooses you day after day after day after day. And I think that there are other cards in the tarot that talk about connection and that talk about, attraction, but not about the choice to love in the moment, in the instant, and day after day after day, right? And so I kind of like this card for that reason. Each card in the tarot is its own little story, but this one is one of my favorites. I love a good love story. I am a reader of love stories. I like, those romantic novels that people talk shit about. I'm one of those people who buy them and read them. So this is my jam. So if I had to choose between Marseille and RWS style lovers cards, and not that anybody's making me choose, but if I had to choose, I would definitely choose the Marseille. I prefer that sort of three-person setup that we see in the Marseille lovers card. I pulled this one out. This is from Marseille Prone de Vie because I just think this is funny. I love his face on this. Like he just looks so I can't tell if they look like they're up to something. Like they're like, yes, we're gonna get into this three-person situation here, or if he's like feeling himself because he's got these girls talking about him, or if he is like, damn, like she came over while I was trying to hook up with this one. I like the clothes they're wearing. His robe he's got on. The whole situation makes me laugh. The upside down Cupid. So I really love this one. But my favorite style Marseille Lovers card is this one. This is from the Tarocchi Purin, where the man is choosing between a more like a love, like a more physical love, and or a more, I would say, a more basic desire and his responsibilities. So I like this style card. I also, because I like the idea of the fact that all of this can exist together, and even though this is an older card, I feel like this is something that we can talk about even now, because I think people are often, especially when they're trying to choose love, their responsibilities often get in the way. And I hear people saying all the time, oh, I can't get into a relationship right now because I need to get this together. I need to do that. And I like seeing it all together here on one card in the same space on the journey of the Fool, because it's like, why can't we put all of this in one space? You know what I mean? Like, can we find a way to do it all? And I like that idea. So those are my favorite style lovers if I had to choose between Marseille and RWS. But I do love this if I had to choose my favorite of these RWS ones that are like here in my collection, this is one of those lovers cards that I bought the deck for. So this is from the This Might Hurt Tarot. And I purchased this deck specifically because I love this lovers card so much. I wanted this card and I wanted to work with a deck with this sort of strong representation of Black support and Black love in it. I love it. I love this card, and I was really excited to have the deck, even though I don't use it very much. I don't know what it is about this deck, but I like it. I'm not getting rid of it, but for some reason I don't use it that much. But I still love this Lovers card. But what I've been doing recently with these videos is instead of combing through all of my decks, I've been just sort of pulling out decks that I have close to me. And when I find 5 cards that I love from the decks that I have close to me, I have just been pulling those out and talking about those. So these are the ones from my decks that are out right now that I really love. So let's talk about them. Let's start here. This is from the what is this thing called? The writer, the Marseille, no, the writer, no. Shit, what's the name of the deck? Hold on, I can't remember. I can't find the box. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. One day I'm gonna remember to pull the boxes out with these. The problem is that when I'm working with a deck, I put the boxes away. So all of the cards that I'm showing you are decks that I'm currently working with, so the boxes are not with me. And so they're with me, but I would have to dig for them, and I don't want to stop to do that. But it'll come to me. But then this deck has 3 Lovers cards, and I actually kept them all in because they all have different vibes. But I pulled this one because this is my favorite. And if I had to choose one of the 3, this would be the one I would choose because I love a passionate Lovers card. I like a Lovers card to look like I like it to have some heat. I don't know. That's just me. I like it to have some heat. And this one has heat. You know, like he has chosen to lay this one on him and he is like, let's do it. You know, and I like that about this one. And so if I was going to choose one, it was going to be this one. But the reason that I kept all 3 in, I think this was the deck that had 3. And I kept all 3 in because they all felt very different to me. And like they could be different meanings, and I read them in different ways when they come up. This one I read for passion, you know, and there was one that looks more like an older couple, so I read that one longevity, and then there's another one, I can't remember what the other one looks like. So yeah, but this is my favorite, and I like this one because it's that I like the heat. I like the heat, and I like the kooky craziness of this card. Doesn't this make you think of like, I don't know, like some sort of 1950s musical or something? Like I'm here for that. Like I like a 1950s musical, not gonna lie. Um, this is from the Way Seeker Tarot. It's a new release from US Game Systems. Again, the heat. I like the movement in this card, and I really like the intertwining. I feel like I feel like when I see this in a Lover's card where they're sort of intertwined like this, that's like my favorite way to see these cards. um it's like she's leaning on him, he's holding her up, but he is also needing the softness of her in order to exist. Like why would he even be standing like that if he wasn't holding her? So it's almost like her purpose is to give him purpose, and his purpose is to hold her so that she can, you know, so that she can give her his strength. And I like that about this card. So we still have the 2 trees, and we still have our angel, and we still have air. So it feels very Gemini. We've got the double, but I like the movement and the passion in this. I told you I like a passionate Lovers card. I like it to have some oomph, you know. This is another one with intertwining images. This is the Eastern Ink Tarot, this one is called. I like the way her hair becomes a part of the angel, and how the angel's wings are in like encompassing their whole beings, you know, like just kind of enclosing them and keeping them in this bubble while they discover what it is that they need. It's like this divine energy is just surrounding and holding this couple and keeping them safe and keeping their love safe. And I really enjoy the look of this card and the feel of it every time I see it. So if you look really closely here, you can see that the man's hand, he is reaching to her, but he hasn't quite touched her yet. And the light, even though that light is probably over his head, is probably coming from the angel. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's like he's making a decision as to whether or not he's going to touch her, if he's going to connect with her or not. she's all lit up in her heart chakra, but his mind is going, right? Like, am I going to? Am I not? But either way, they're protected. Whatever they choose, they're divinely protected. And I love this one. It's soft and gentle and beautiful. So that's the Eastern Ink Tarot. This one is from La Tarot Interdite Vampiria. I might be saying that wrong. It's French. I'm terrible. I am terrible at pronouncing French because I don't understand the phonetics. I don't understand the phonetics at all. The words, a lot of the words look a lot like ours in English. A lot of the words look a lot like Spanish, but the way that they're pronounced is completely different, and I just don't get the phonetics. I had the hardest time when I was in France because, they would say something and I would look at a street, like, giving me directions or just telling me about a store or something. And what I'm thinking they're saying, I'm looking for different letters, but it's different. It was a mess. It was a mess. So I was like, one day, I was only there 2 weeks, so I didn't get a chance to learn anything, but someday I might take a phonetics class. Anyways, this one I like because it's like the Wheel of Fortune meets the Lovers. And it's got movement. It's got passion. Look at this one. This is very passionate, this embrace he's holding her in. And I don't know, it's just something about all of the different lovers on here and the choices they're making. Like, this lady looks like she's not choosing her. Like, maybe she's trying to get away from her. Even though this lady looks pretty nice, but I don't know. These two look like they know each other very well, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. And these two, that's some passion for sure. This is like maybe a love-hate relationship here. I don't know. But yeah, I like this one a lot. I like the inclusion of the violin or the cello, whatever this is here, because I guess this is a violin because this would be the part for your chin, right? So I like the inclusion of the violin because it then makes me think of music and dancing, and again works in that sort of circular motion where they're dancing, in this time would have been a lot of moving around in a circle, so it just kind of brings that whole thing together. So I like this card a lot. I like this whole deck a lot. That's from the Tarot Interdite Vampiria. And then my final one is from the Meowholic Tarot. Look how cute. So we have nothing that I've talked about before. We don't have the passion. We don't have the steaminess, but we do have a little bit of interconnectedness, right? So, I mean, I guess it counts. Like, I don't know. I just love this one. I think it's cute. I just think it's cute. I've always wanted a cat with the heart shaped on its legs when they put them together, but I never had one. But I think that they're adorable. And I like that we have this sort of yin yang kind of situation going on here. I like the soft colors. I like the artwork in this deck and the softness of it, and I'm feeling the softness right now. So this one is, look at even the way his little head is leaning over, like, I don't know, can't decide, should I, shouldn't I, I love this little card so much. So that's Meowholic. Makes me smile. And those are my favorite lovers cards at the moment. If you have a favorite lovers card that you'd like to chat about, let me know in the comments below what it is and why. The last video, people were telling me about their Hierophant cards that they really enjoyed and why they love them so much, and I really enjoyed hearing about them. So if you have one that you'd like to chat about, I'd love to hear about it. And maybe all of us would, so let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow, and I really appreciate it. It helps with the algorithm and all that kind of stuff, the comments, the likes, the shares. If you know somebody who might want to see this, all of those things really help. So I appreciate it. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle, and I would love to have you. So if you have time to check out the description box below, I will put Masha's video down there so that you can take a look at that one. There's other information about how to support the channel and all that, so take a look. And until I see you guys next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.